Welcome to my class of social sciences, particularly RA. Okay, so again, we are going to look at how questions are being answered in RA. So the first part, we are going to look at the passage. Okay, remember, a passage always carries 5 marks, and when answering, you have to make sure that you come up with 10 points because it is half mark per point. Okay, so for you to score the whole 5 marks, it means you are supposed to do what? To come out with the 10 points. Okay, so this is what I'm about now to show you pertaining to the question that actually came in a past paper 2022, Religious Education 2046. So this is 2046, that is the code. So the question: narrate the story of Jesus calming the storm. That's how they ask. So just have to narrate there. So this story is coming from Luke chapter 8, verse 22 to 25. So you have to start from reading from where? 22 up to 25. That is where we are going to find the whole story where Jesus was actually calming the storm. So there we go. We can start. This is how you are supposed to answer. Remember, that is my duty, is to give you the skill on how to go about examination questions, not only knowledge. Okay. One day, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross over to the other side of the lake." So now you are narrating. And as you are narrating, you have to put it in point form. Okay, just like the way I've done it there. Okay. So this was a day now when Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross to the other side of the what? The lake." Okay. So they got into the boat and started out. So that's how now they had to board into the boat. Okay, in short, they got into the boat and they started out. So that's how they started now, together with his disciples, because it was a directive from him. He had to emphasize, or rather to encourage, to tell them that let us go to the other side of the lake. So on the way across, Jesus lay down to sleep, and while he was sleeping, the wind began to rise. So as they were going on the river there now, in the canoe, in the boat, Jesus actually felt tired, and that's how he slept. Okay, so the moment he just fall in deep sleep, the storm now started on the river. The other point, a fierce storm developed that threatened to swamp them, and they were in danger. So because of the same wave that raised, now eventually a fierce. So when we say fierce, what does that mean? A strong or a cruel storm now, okay, which is very dangerous to humanity. It actually developed, and this threatened the disciples. And remember, this happened while Jesus Christ was sleeping. Okay, the disciples woke him up, shouting, "Master, Master, we are drowning, I mean, we are drowning." So now the disciples started now shouting, because they actually get scared. Okay, and that prompted them to start doing what? Calling upon Jesus Christ so that he can save them. "Master, Master, we are drowning." Jesus was in deep sleep. So Jesus now woke up. After he woke up, then he actually rebuked the wind and the raging wave. Okay, so he had to rebuke the wind and the raging wave, the wave which was very strong. Okay, he rebuked it. Then the storm stopped, and all was calm. After rebuking them, the storm stopped and everything were calm. Okay, then he asked them, "Where is your faith? Your faith. I mean, your faith. Where is your faith?" So he had to ask them now, because these people, they never had faith. Okay, they couldn't pray for themselves so that that storm and fierce wave can become calm. They failed to do that. And that's the reason why Jesus Christ had to ask them to say, "Where is your faith?" And they were filled with awe and amazement. So they were amazed of what had happened. Little did they believe that Jesus could do such a thing. They said to one another, "Who is this man?" So they started now asking, whispering, "Who is this man that even the wind and the wave obey him? What kind of a person is this?" Okay. So just like that, just like the way I've aligned the point. Then from there, it means you have narrated and your 5 marks is yours. So now, me, I put 12 points deliberately so that in case this is the same question that you come, remember, these examiners, they have already set questions. So what they usually do is this year, they will bring the question from this year. They just keep on swapping the numbers. So you get surprised to find the same question in your exam. Okay, so that's why I'm here now to give you the skill on how you can handle it. Then from there now, we can go to question B. Okay, question B. State 2 aspects of Jesus' nature from this incident stated in A. So now, we want to see 2 aspects of Jesus' nature from his incident or this incident in the narration itself. Okay, so one of them is dead by his power over the wind. So actually showed or showed his power. Okay, the power of God. So there was power of God in him. Okay, that enabled to do what? To overcome the wind and the wave. That is one aspect. He's dead by his power over the wind and the wave. Then the other one is his humanity by tiredness and sleep. So meaning he was also a human. Okay, that is the nature of him according to the story. He was also a human who can get tired and looking for what? For rest. So he had to sleep because of what? Humanity. So that is also one of his nature according to what? To the story. Okay. So there, according to the question, they have asked you to state just 2, but for me, I've gone beyond that so that you can choose now. Okay. Jesus is both God and man. So now that one is general. Jesus is both 100% God as well as man because he was able to do both. Okay, simultaneous things. This side is tired, okay, indicating humanity. Then the other side is able to do miracles, whereby he was able to overcome the wind, which was fierce, and the storm. Okay, so Jesus is both God and what? Man. So this is 2 marks each. So once you come out with 2 points, you are going to score 4 marks. So 4 plus 5, that is 9 marks already with you. Thank you so very much for paying attention and understand what I've explained it to you. Thank you for now.